on the website, looking for the download link to download the zip archive, which contains the project files. Download it to your computer somewhere. We're using Chrome on the Mac right here, if anybody's familiar with that. There's the file downloading. It's about 7 megs, and now it's done. I am going to show it in the Finder. There's the zip file. I'm going to unarchive that. And there's the extra credit folder with the files inside. Open up the instructions text file. Up top, it's telling you to open completedproject.psd. To view the finished project, there's what it looks like. Take a look at that. And then you can go ahead and close that down. Now go ahead and open up laptop.psd and save it as laptop screenshot.psd so you don't overwrite the original file. Okay. You're going to want to view the rulers. We already have the rulers, but I'll show you. You can toggle those. Command or Control R will toggle your rulers. You're going to need the rulers so that you can drag guides around. And we're going to want to zoom in at least to about 100%. We're at 98.9. There you go. Dragging guides. There are the vertical guides. Putting them as close to the corners of the viewable area on the screen, the laptop here. They'll come in handy when we have to snap the distorted screenshot into place, which you will see shortly. There's the horizontal guide. Another horizontal guide. One more. And one more. There you go. Zoom out, pull up the instructions. Now let's open up screenshot.psd. Screenshot of Photoshop.com. You might want to check that website out. I won't go into too much detail. Select all and copy from that file, and we're just going to go ahead and paste it into laptop screenshot.psd on top. And now, I'm going to pull up our palettes. I'm going to convert the pasted layer into a smart object. So you need to either have your layers palettes available. Layer 2, there's a couple of ways you can right click. Oh yeah, first I'm going to rename it to screenshot. So you can right click and convert to smart object, or go into your layers menu, layer menu, and smart objects convert to smart object. And notice how the icon, the layers palette changes to indicate that it's a smart object. Now we're going to go ahead and distort the screenshot by dragging each corner so it snaps into place. Use the guides to help us out with that. So we're going to do a free transform. You can get there using Command or Control T and holding either your Control or Command key down while dragging the corners. And notice how the cursor changes when you're doing that. It allows you to drag one corner at a time instead of constraining the proportions or dragging your horizontal and vertical axes around. This allows you to completely distort an image. And that is what we wanted. All the corners snap into place. Commit the changes. Now, create a new layer up on top. We're going to name it Wet Look. A couple of ways to do this. Basically, we're going to overlay a gradient fill. So now, first thing I'm going to do, just create a rectangle using the rectangle tool. And I'm going to distort that. using the free transform. And I'm going to drag the corners. I'm going to make it a little taller and a little wider than the actual screen because I'm going to end up masking that out. So make sure I get everything in there, and I'm approximating what that slant is going to look like. Commit the change. Now add a new layer, and we'll call that wet look. That's where we're going to apply an actual gradient over everything. And the gradient is going to be foreground to transparency. The foreground is white, so we want it white to transparent. We want the white to go out from the middle towards the edge, which we already did. And we're going to drag the vector mask up into the wet look and delete the underlying remaining shape layer. And there you go. Now we're going to command click the screenshot, and we're going to mask out everything around it by command clicking the layer or control clicking if you're on Windows, and applying a mask. Add layer mask, and we are done.